Third and final phase now, we're taking it down into pose position. So physically taking the body down towards the floor, but also now taking the movement, the range of motion and the amount of movement that we're giving through the body. Just making small little adjustments, small little movements to again just find out where those points of tension are through the body. Once we find little points of tension, either with the movement or with the gun, then we're going to hang out on that little area. Maybe we hang out with the gun and incorporate a little bit of movement like you see here. Maybe we incorporate or keep the movement still and we work with the gun more specifically. As you can see here, I've gone, because I'm now down on the floor, I'm taking it down, making a little bit more focused on the percussion. I've changed the head to the pointed, more focused head, percussive head, and we're again playing around with the frequency of the percussion. I challenge you to try and find what's comfortable for you. Everyone likes a slightly different frequency, particularly when it's for that straightforward type percussive massage. So find what works best for you from the pose positions. As you can see here, I'm really spending a bit of time getting into that calf. I've got that foot, I've got the toes really opened up into the floor, which is exposing that calf. Once I've done the calf, I'm also getting into that inner thigh, making sure I stay tall with my body and my posture in the pose position. I'm also focusing on some nasal breathing again to help down regulate the system. So this really is the third and final stage. As you can see, I'm a lot more relaxed, a lot calmer now than when I began with the big global movements at stage 1, and then still those big percussion movements in stage 2. Here's stage 3, really finding and working on more on the percussion than the movement, but staying in some good posed positions, keeping the body upright and therefore open. It's important to still keep different levels of tension, as you can see here, changing the levels of tension whilst going through that percussion. And it's a really great example you can see through the calf, the amount of percussion and what that does in real time to the calf area, really getting that nice flow through the musculature, through the tendons and ligaments, helping to wake up, loosen up, and also restore some blood flow to those areas to enhance my recovery time. So once I've got through one leg, I can do the same on the other leg. And this again is just to show you an example. I'm finding this split stance with my pose because when I was running, this is an obvious dominant stance. So I've got that dominated running stance, but now taking it all the way down to the floor where I can get more specific with the percussion. But as you notice, at no point am I slouching. I'm not just sat on the sofa, slouched over, slumped over, going at it ad hoc. I've actually got some sort of thought and form to the percussion. I think that's really important, and that sets apart the quality of your recovery, the quality of the percussion that you get, the quality of massage that you get. Depends on the position that you put yourself in. So like I say, again, trying to stay nice and long through the hips, and then where appropriate, allowing the upper body to stay long too, because we know that the whole body is connected. We need to treat the body as one connected unit. And again, playing around between the idea of keeping still and moving the gun, and then keeping the gun still and moving the body. Again, the angles of the gun are really important when getting into different areas of the body. When I'm getting into my lower back here, I've not got that straight perpendicular angle at the gun. I've taken that gun to a slightly more parallel angle in order to help push the muscles rather than to drive into the muscles. I think it depends on the parts of the body, the sensitivity, whether there's any little bony bits. So play around with the way that you hold the gun, the direction of the gun in relation to the body parts when going through any type of percussive movement. So just finishing off with the inside of the other calf, getting into the best possible areas once in that posed position. So there you have it, guys. There was that gentle and gradual down regulation from huge, big global movements, moving the entire body, just unlocking all the joints in the different ways that they can move in 3D. From there, we then brought the percussion into play using our larger head and just getting that general, again, that movement focus, but adding the percussion, which I believe is that secret sauce to using percussion instruments, to using Nimble, and to adding to your recovery processes. And then from there, we took it all the way down to almost that passive type of percussion, which really was just to relax and to really, and that's where I changed the head to the more targeted head, and you saw some of those different techniques, different positions that I used in order to get the most out of little particular hotspots after my run today. So hopefully that was useful for me. I feel a lot better, I feel a lot more mobile, and I also feel a lot more relaxed after my run. Hopefully it was useful to you guys as well. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me personally, Coach Azza, on Instagram, or get in touch with us at the Nimble Nation. So we hope you enjoyed that today, and I look forward to seeing you for some more help and some more support very soon.